It's easy to remember, 10-10.
Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice. And he calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out. And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. And a stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him, for they know not the voice of strangers. Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture. The thief cometh not but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. But he that is an hireling, and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fleeth. The wolf catcheth them, and scattereth the sheep. The hireling fleeth because he is an hireling, and careth not for the sheep. I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep, and am known of mine. As the Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. And other sheep I have which are not of this fold. Them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice. And there shall be one fold, and one shepherd. Therefore doth my Father love me, because I lay down my life, that I may take it again. No man taketh my life, but I lay it down of myself. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it again. This commandment have I received of my Father.
Hi, everybody. Restoring the idea of opportunity for all requires a year of action from all of us. Wherever I can act on my own, I will. And whenever I can ask more Americans to help, I'll do that too. In my State of the Union address, for example, I asked more business leaders to take action to raise their employees' wages. Because even though our economy is growing, and our businesses have created about 8.5 million new jobs over the past 4 years, average wages have barely budged. So it's good news that earlier this week, one of America's largest retailers, The Gap, decided to raise wages for its employees beginning this year. Their decision will benefit about 65,000 workers in the U.S. That means more families will be able to raise their kids, finish their studies, or keep up on their bills with a little less financial stress and strain. Gap CEO explained their decision simply. He said, "It's right for our brands, good for our people, and beneficial to our customers." And he's right. Raising Americans' wages isn't just a good deed, it's good business and good for our economy. It helps reduce turnover, it boosts productivity, and it gives folks some more money to spend at local businesses. And as a chief executive myself, that's why I took action last week to lift more workers' wages by requiring federal contractors to pay their employees a fair wage of at least $10.10 an hour. In the years since I first asked Congress to raise the minimum wage, 6 states have passed laws to raise theirs, and more states are working on it as we speak. But only Congress can finish the job and lift Americans' wages across the country. Right now, there's a bill before Congress that would boost America's minimum wage to $10.10 an hour. It's easy to remember, 10-10. That bill would lift wages for more than 16 million Americans without requiring a single dollar in new taxes or spending. But even though a majority of Democrats, Independents, and Republicans across the country support raising the minimum wage, Republicans in Congress don't want to give it a vote. Hardworking Americans deserve better than no. Let's tell Congress to say yes, pass that bill, give America a raise. Because here in America, no one who works hard should have to live in poverty, and everyone who works hard should have a chance to get ahead. Thanks, and have a great weekend. It's good news that earlier this week, one of America's largest retailers, the Gap, it's easy to remember, 10-10. It's easy to remember, 10-10. It's easy to remember, 10-10.
I love the color. It's so perfect for spring,
so
too.
That's Sasha. And then I think Malia would like one of these. What do you think?
I love the colors.
A lot of you heard at the State of the Union, I talked about the importance of giving America a raise. You know, corporate profits are doing well, stock market's doing well, but for a lot of folks out there, they haven't seen a raise. The Gap made a recent announcement that it was going to raise the minimum wage for all its starting employees, and this is going to mean for thousands of folks who work at Gap stores all across the country a little more income, a little more money in their pockets, help them pay the bills. And for somebody like Sonia, who's worked here 18 years,
that's right.
Obviously, you know, she's really experienced and knows what a great company this is. But for a lot of folks who are just starting out, for them to get that little extra boost, it's not only good for them and their families, it's also good for the entire economy.
Armageddon, the very word, evokes visions of worldwide war resulting in global destruction. The Bible teaches us that it will be the world's last war. The Battle of Armageddon will be triggered when the world community decides to invade the nation of Israel. The battle will begin at the plain of Megiddo in the northern part of Israel and culminate at the gates of Jerusalem in the south. It will look like the superior firepower of the world government armies has overpowered the tiny nation of Israel. However, when it appears that Israel is going down to final defeat and will be wiped off the map, the scriptures tell us that Jesus Christ will descend from heaven with a shout. He will then go forth to fight against and defeat the world government armies of the Antichrist. The thrones of human government will be cast down, and we will crown Jesus Christ King of Kings and Lord of Lords. This event will usher in the kingdom of God upon the earth. There will not be one war for the next 1,000 1,000 years. The promise given at the birth of Jesus will finally be fulfilled. Peace on earth, goodwill toward men.